So you finally got that promotion. 20% raise. You're making $70,000 now instead of $58,000. You felt like you won. You celebrated, you told your family, and then 6 months later, you check your bank account and somehow you have less money than before the raise. How is that even possible? Look, this isn't just happening to you. There's actually a name for this, and it's quietly destroying the financial future of millions of people who think they're doing everything right. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Your raise didn't actually give you more money. It gave you permission to spend more money. And there's a massive difference. Let me show you the math, because this is wild. When you made $58,000, let's say you were saving maybe $200 a month. Not great, but you were surviving. Then boom, you get that raise to $70,000. That's an extra $12,000 a year, or about $1,000 per month after taxes, right? Wrong. After taxes, that $12,000 raise becomes about $750 extra per month. Still pretty good. But here's where it gets interesting. Within 3 months of getting that raise, the average person increases their spending by $850 per month. Wait, what? They got $750 extra, but they're spending $850 more. Exactly. And here's how it happens without you even noticing. You move from your $1,200 apartment to a $1,500 one. That's $300. I deserve a nicer place now. You upgrade your car payment from $350 to $500. That's another $150. I can afford it now. You stop meal prepping and start eating out more. That's easily $200 extra per month. You subscribe to a few more services, premium Spotify, better gym, maybe that streaming service you wanted, another $100. And here's the sneaky one. You stop caring about the small stuff, the $6 coffee instead of the $3 one, the impulse buys, the it's only $20 purchases that happen 5 times a week. That's your final $100. Boom. You're now spending more than your raise, and you're actually worse off than before. Now, you might be thinking, but I work hard. Don't I deserve to enjoy my money? And look, I get it. That's exactly what your brain is telling you. But here's what's really happening psychologically. When you get a raise, your brain doesn't think, I have more money to save. It thinks, I've unlocked a new lifestyle tier. It's like a video game. You level up, so now you feel like you should be buying the better equipment, the better armor, the nicer apartment, the fancier car. But here's the trap. Your expenses level up permanently. Your raise, that only happens once. A study from the Federal Reserve found that for every $1 increase in income, the average American increases their spending by $1.08. Read that again. People don't just spend their raise, they spend more than their raise. But wait, it gets worse. See, most people don't realize that lifestyle inflation doesn't just rob you of today's money, it robs you of tomorrow's wealth. Let me show you what I mean. If you had taken that extra $750 per month from your raise and invested it instead of upgrading your lifestyle, in 30 years at a 7% average return, you'd have $914,000. But because you spent an extra $850 per month, you're not just missing out on $914,000. You're actually going backward. You're saving $100 less than before the raise. So over 30 years, the difference between investing your raise and lifestyle inflation isn't just $914,000. It's over $1 million in lost wealth. That raise, it could have made you a millionaire. Instead, it made you broke with nicer stuff. Okay, so how do you actually beat this? Here's what nobody talks about. You need to automate your savings before your lifestyle has a chance to inflate. The moment you get that raise, like literally the same day, set up an automatic transfer. Take at least 50% of your after-tax raise and move it somewhere you can't easily touch it. A separate savings account, an investment account, doesn't matter where, just somewhere that's not your checking account. This is called paying yourself first. But here's the key. You have to do it immediately, because once you see that bigger number in your checking account for even 1 month, your brain will adjust. You'll start thinking that's your normal amount, and trying to save later becomes almost impossible. The other 50%? Sure, enjoy some of it. Upgrade one thing that truly matters to you.
but make it a conscious choice, not a lifestyle creep across everything. Look, here's the bottom line. Lifestyle inflation is the reason why people making $150,000 feel just as broke as people making $50,000. It's why doctors and lawyers end up with no savings. It's why high income doesn't mean wealthy. The people who actually build wealth, they don't upgrade their entire life every time they make more money. They upgrade their investments. So, if you got a raise recently or you're about to get one, you have a choice to make right now. Are you going to use it to look richer, or are you going to use it to actually become richer? Because I promise you, a nicer car feels good for about 3 months, but financial security, that feels good forever. Choose wisely.